right. Welcome again. So this is the Patching Up Party with Alicia Moore, licensed massage therapist, um, here in Sacramento, California. And today I just wanted to share and also um, get the word out about new technology that is actually helping not only myself, but people around me and people that I know personally as well. Also, I'm starting to get feedback from patients that have gotten some samples from me. And so I just wanted to share, it's kind of like an update a little bit, but also debuting some of the new technology around healing that can help take the place of um, things that are common currently, which are like medications and prescriptions. And I would like to put a disclaimer out there as well that I'm not a physician or a doctor just yet. So you'll always want to run any type of health or wellness information past your doctor, just so they know what you're utilizing, just in case you may have a reaction with it. And so, again, my name is Alicia Moore, and as you can see, there's some abbreviations after my name. So LMT means licensed massage therapist. So I'm licensed to apply to practice in all 50 states of the United States. And NMT means neuromuscular massage therapist. So that's what I specialize in, is working through massage therapy, um, but not just basic massage, working with the brain, the muscles, and the nervous system. And so when we have, pain in our body, um, a lot of times it's a misfiring of the nerves and a miscommunication between the nerves and the brain. And so, one of the key things that I do as a massage therapist is to help the muscles, the nerves, and the brain all to communicate and kind of open up that line of communication between them so that um, you're not constantly walking around with pain, and also waking up areas that have gone to sleep, so to say, with that. And so, let's see. So, recently I've adopted the saying, don't pop a pill, place a patch. And why is that? So, we, when looking at the landscape of the pain management industry, pills are the leading thing that physicians will go to. People themselves will also gravitate to them, and that's because it's something that's been around for so long. And unfortunately, people have learned to cope and utilize pills um, to help them get through the day. It doesn't exactly help the pain to go away, but it's usually more of a band aid effect where they are taking them, but unfortunately, over time, a lot of times they're having to take more and more, causing even just further um, damage or miscommunication within the body. Because once you've been taking certain pills for a length of time, that part of your body that the pills are helping to regulate, the body actually stops regulating that. It kind of takes that off of the list of responsibilities, and that can be a dangerous thing if too many um, vital areas are turned off, essentially, and they're only able to work with medication. that can be a really tough situation because if you run out of the medication, then what do you do? And that's generally when, the pain flares come and there's just a lot of agony that comes along with it. And so when starting to use the light technology that is in the form of a patch, the frequency at which a person has to go to take pain medicines starts to decrease, and eventually people are able to reverse their need for that. And it's not something that happens overnight. It is something that will be a gradual thing, and which is a good thing. We don't want everything to be like microwave ready, where we have it right now, right now, right now. Our body got to this pain of chronic pain over a certain length of time, and so it is going to take a certain length of time to actually reverse it, but it is possible. And so this is one of the sayings. I'm actually thinking of making a shirt that has this on there, just to help start to share and educate people that you don't have to be so reliant on pills, whether they're over the counter or prescription. And why is this also a big thing for me? Because I work with a lot of veterans, I work with a lot of people who have recently had injuries, or they've had an injury over a very long length of time, or they've had surgeries where they're not able to, they're not really like recovering like initially, like they thought they were going to be. Um, and so helping the body in a way that is less invasive, I feel is right in line with the work that I do as a massage therapist. So, so I did want to kind of start with what are some beginning steps to wellness. There's lots of different opinions about wellness and how a person's healing journey should go. But some of the main points I've put here on this slide. One, we want to acknowledge that the pain that we're feeling in our body is actually our body communicating with us. Anytime your body makes noises or there's pain or stiffness or something is happening, that's basically how the body is communicating with us. Some people are not very in tune with their body to recognize that these are signs of communication. But when we get to where we're able to know what our body is saying to us, our wellness journey is just that much easier. Two, we want to receive some type of body work that has a framework around it, so to say. So something that is like a massage treatment plan. And I put here results driven massage treatment plan because a lot of times people do come in and it is just for relaxation. But then, I'll start to uncover things that they didn't realize were tight or that didn't realize were actually the cause. And then so when we begin to unravel the pain, it can take a good amount of sessions. With results driven massage, we try and really take 12 sessions and hone in on um, somewhat of a specific pattern, because the muscles tend to kind of unlock in a certain pattern that I've noticed, especially when it comes to back back pain, neck pain, and also hip and leg pain. And most of you, I'm sure, have heard, there's kind of this saying like everything is connected, and that's very true. And that's because of the fascial system of our body. It connects everything together like this web, kind of keeping everything together. But as we age, that connective tissue can actually start to solidify and create sticky adhesions that can contribute to pain. And so, with results driven massage, we would be aiming to loosen those areas along with getting the tissues of the body decongested. And then the third thing, utilizing light technology. Um, it could be in the form of getting sunlight. It can be in the form of the current way that people are doing light technology, which is the infrared light therapy with LED lights, which that is a very effective way, and it is clinically proven to help in muscle recovery, injury recovery. But the setback with that current model is that you only get access to it during the session, and that may be up to 2 hours. And it's only generally focused on one area. It's not typically for the entire body, unless you go into like an infrared sauna. Then in that case, you'd be getting it, on the for the entire body. But again, you're only getting access to it up to 2 hours. Sometimes not even that. Not all massage therapy places utilize LED light therapy. And if they do, the time that they use it on you, it may not even be a full 30 minutes, even if you have like a 2 hour massage session. So with the light technology patches, you get a full 12 hours of light therapy. And why 12 hours? Because I was asked that before, why can't we just wear it for 24 hours or longer? And the reason being, you don't want to first, especially if you're first using it, you don't want to overexpose yourself to anything really. And this is an actual technology. And so yes, you want to help your body and stimulate, the things that are going to help heal, but then you also want to give your body rest. And it's easy if you can follow kind of when you wake up in the morning, utilizing a patch, and then before you go to bed, taking it off. That is more than enough time, between those two times that you would have it on. And then at night, as your body is already naturally regenerating, all of the new things that were stimulated and activated are now able to do work in healing on a deeper cellular level. And then this was a fun little challenge because I utilized a kind of like a pre-made slide deck, and then I just filled in my information. And so I utilized this, and so it does spell the word cube, but we want to be sure that there's consistency. And consistency doesn't mean every week or every 2 to 3 days out of the week. It's more getting your massage at a nice regular interval, whether that is once a week or it's every month. Um, Being sure to include that self care and being consistent with your massage sessions, and then understand the pain referral pattern. So, when working with somebody in a case of where we're doing the results driven massage, um, you are going to be educated as well as to why am I working on this area, why this and that, and also the techniques that I'll be using, um, as you feel me work, in certain areas, and just to have a better grasp of your session and understanding of it as well. Because sometimes massage can be a little ambiguous, and um, you know, social media doesn't always put it in the best light, and so it's it's really a set of massages where you you and I, or you and the therapist, are working, um as a team, or as a partnership in solving your pain problems, and then begin to unwind the muscle tension through 12 sessions. So utilizing 12 sessions, I've and why do I say 12 sessions? Because working with uh, the VA and veterans, um, they are allotted 12 sessions. And so I've had to work under that guideline of like helping someone go from a very chronic state in pain where their pain level was, typically it's a 8 or 9 out of 10. I have had some patients who was always a 10 when I first met them. And then, gradually throughout the sessions, um, noticing the decrease in um, the pains that they were feeling. But then them also noticing uh, how they're much more in tune with their body as well. And so if they do start to feel something is stressing them to where they're tightening their muscles, then they're able to relax and kind of go through some of the stuff that I share with them on stretching and also breath work. Um, and then yeah, and then 12 sessions is it's a good um I would say a good kind of uh measurement as well. Obviously you can yeah, obviously you can have more than 12 sessions, but kind of initially, like those first 12 sessions are going to be really important in helping with like um acknowledging and like learning where and what areas really need to be worked on. And then with that, then we go down to E, eliminate the pain and not just mask it. And the reason why I say not just mask it is because sometimes you can go in for a massage and you'll start to relax. The pain isn't as bad, but then you get off of the table after the session is done and you start kind of walking around putting your clothes back on, and you start to feel the pain again. So there wasn't necessarily um, work done to help relieve that, even though you may have specified or asked, like, hey, can we focus more on my hip, or can we focus more on my shoulders? um, and that's not the fault of the therapist, because a lot of therapists um, are trained, to do massage in a certain way, and so what helps to make mine different is because of the medical massage training. Um, it's not always just for relaxation, even though it may be listed as that. Sometimes there needs to be, myofascial release, trigger point release, and things like that. And so, current, let's see here. Just want to make sure. Okay. All right. And so, current light technology is also called phototherapy, but it's utilizing LED lights. And so the idea is you would lay under this light, um, like the picture that I have here. They come in different sizes. They have them as big or as long as the body, um, and they have small ones. A lot of times, it's going to be a small one, unless it's a physical therapy clinic or something like that. But what is phototherapy? So I did grab some definitions here. So light therapy is a noun, um, and for plural, light therapies. It's the use of light in the treatment of physical or mental illness, phototherapy. The treatment of disease with certain types of light. Phototherapy can use lasers, LED, fluorescent lamps, and ultraviolet or infrared radiation, also called light therapy. Sorry, it's a little bit of a repeat there, but yeah, so light therapy has been around for hundreds of years. Um, as a matter of fact, the ancient Egyptians utilized light therapy, by utilizing the sun and different colored glass jars that they would place on the body. If you guys have ever seen uh, glass cupping cups, they would essentially kind of look like that, and they would be different colors. And so those would be placed on certain areas of the body, typically, on meridian points, and things like that. And with the light shining through, it would reflect a certain wavelength of light. And with the different wavelengths of light, it activates and stimulates certain functions in our body. And so that's where we're coming to today, because the current light technology is not something that has to be plugged into a wall. It can actually just be worn simply as a patch. Before we started, I don't know if my camera's showing me, but you can see I have my patch on here. And I actually have three on. So that's kind of the beauty in it. Like when um, you have your consultation with me, we'll discuss like what is it that you're dealing with, what can what I have to offer, help you in where you're at right now. And I understand not everybody um, wants or needs it, but I do see a strong need for it in the community, just in general. Um, I started really noticing it with the veterans because of listening to their stories, listening to their trials, really, especially in their medical care, because you know um, many of them are disabled at this point, and whether they've gone through 10 surgeries. I've had a few that have had very like a lot of surgeries, unfortunately, to correct surgeries that were not done right. And so each time the body gets cut on or cut into, it's another, it's going to take time for that to heal. And so I like to share a video here. Let me share. So I just want to share this video here.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young.
See, well, we are at the end. I don't know if you have any questions.